YouTube, Electric Adventures here with another package in the mail. Not from Japan. It's actually from Madrid. It's from Spain. Very well wrapped. Actually has a little cut protector and everything in here. The games in here are related to a new system I picked up recently, which I've already shown a video for. In which I had an existing game, and one game came with the system, and there was one particular game I was after, and I found that game in a bundle. So I've ended up with 3 games. I've probably, normally the game in question goes for about $80 plus postage on average. So I've only paid a little bit more than that, and I've got 3 games. So we'll start out with the money winner game. And the game I had to have for the system was Tempest. Now, this copy is actually sealed. And the collectors out there are probably going to scream, but I want to play this game. I got this system, basically this is one of the games I want to play, so this will be opened. I'm only going to open the top and I'll look after it, but it's my game and I've got it to play it. It's not for collection and reselling. So Tempest I have wanted for such a long time, so this is a grail pickup for me. So being able to play Raiden's good enough, but in retrospect I still think the PC Engine version of Raiden's better. So this game, and I have played it very quickly once at PAX Oz 2 years ago, but that's it. And there's also 2 more games here, so even if you say I got that for $80 and it's a sealed one in the box, and none of the other ones I've seen for sale are sealed, and these were $20 each, I've got bargains. So, and I know this game isn't particularly good. I remember playing this one back in the day. Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. So it's a very roughly put together shoot 'em up type game. But it's in really good nick. Not sealed. And then we have another sealed game, and it's actually Theme Park. Which looks kind of interesting. I haven't actually played a theme park game for ages. So, sorry about that. Extremely rough jump cut there. As you can see, different clothes, different day. Might have even been a week actually. Got completely interrupted, and then didn't get back. No way I could get back to it on the same day. So we'll go back to where I left off. I was showing you Theme Park. Now this one, it has plastic on it, but it is actually open. So we'll have a look inside this one first. Actually looks quite interesting actually. And inside, it's actually, the manual's all sealed up. And we have the trays in good nick, and we have the cartridge. I really do like the design of the Jaguar cartridges with the handle and everything like that. The artwork's neither here nor there, but it's an interesting one in itself. And I said, the manual's never been opened. This is a fairly common game to get boxed and complete. Obviously, a lot of stock of this was left unsold when the system petered out. We'll have a look at Trevor McFur. Now I do remember playing this one back in the day, and I know it's nothing to write home about, but it's boxed and complete, and there's nothing wrong with the box. And this one, the manual's still in plastic as well. We have the cartridge. There's a game that's sort of rushed out for the system, and we have an overlay as well. There we go. Not my first overlay, because that's right. I've got the overlay for something goes into side morph. That's it. So well, it'd be interesting to try out a overlay for once. Put that away. So, you know, it'll probably be a while before I get any more games for the system. This is just, you know, the primary reasons why I've always wanted a Jaguar was to be able to play this game. I mean, there are a couple of other games, so I wouldn't mind. I mean, once again, I know they're not the best versions in the universe, but I mean, I would like to get a copy of Doom, and I believe you can get Wolfenstein 3D as well. So I'm being very careful opening this. And of course I want Aliens vs Predator, because that's actually the game that I had for the Jaguar that I owned back in the day, that I'd known for very long. Unfortunately, it was right at the tail end of the time when I ran my store, which was a science fiction and fantasy store, and we had some video games. And I was, you know, the Jaguar wasn't cheap, and I was starting to sell stuff off to close the store down. Because at that particular time, it was around the time of the birth of my first daughter, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to earn enough money to bring my daughter up correctly. So, and I actually, a good part of the story here is that I actually chose the timing of closing my store down very well, because it wasn't long after that the whole comic book and card industry collapsed completely. So there would have been, you know, massive problems otherwise. So there we go. I have opened a sealed game, the Tempest, as I've done it carefully so I can keep that shrink wrap on there. We have our business reply envelope card, which obviously isn't valid now, and we have our manual, and we have our cartridge in a little baggie. I'm most looking forward to playing this game, so of course this will be the last gameplay. So no overlay with this one, and there's the cartridge. So actually, yeah, really excited about being able to play this one. So we'll give the other two a quick spin, and then we'll have a decent game of Tempest. Alright, let's go do that now. Right, so here we go with Trevor McFur. Quite a groovy soundtrack. Obviously we just press a button. So this is pretty much a launch game, and there's a lot of talk about this one being rushed or whatever. We start this game, let's get straight into it. So as you can see, using, you know, quite colourful graphics. So it's using quite, you know, photorealistic, graphics, which was an advance forward at the time. It's just not a very inspiring. Dear me, you can tell I've played this before. Oops. Oh, this will compare up. Oh dear. Yeah, let's persist. Just getting used to the particular quirks. Oh! Don't know what that did. Ah, I suppose it's a matter of learning the patterns and things. Definitely not a shooter that has much room. I do believe I have got a little better. No, one more. Can't. I'm such a... Oh. Get used to the buttons eventually. If that's possible. Go for those weapons, and so they're quite aggressive. Ooh, have I actually managed to get somewhere? Oh, well, at least I managed to show you a bit further. Enemy steps, so that doesn't look good. No power-ups at all. And I can't shoot the bullets. But look, it does have some impressive... It was trying to show off the graphic capabilities of the system. And, you know, the gameplay isn't everybody's cup of tea. But I could actually have some fun with that game. So, I'm looking forward to playing that some more. And that was literally my first gameplay in, 20-something, almost 30 years. Right, so a quick theme park. It's a game that might take up a bit of time, so we'll just have a quick look. Right, so next we have Theme Park by Ocean, obviously, 1994. Well, lots of settings. We won't worry about all that. Select a country. Well, we might as well go Australia. Should buddy below 150. What am I doing wrong? 1400. I'm doing something wrong. No. Oh, I see, I've only got... silly me. Antarctica. So where can you... Oh, the only one you can... You have to start in the UK. Haha. Right, okay. Right. So this is our park. Quick, we'll teach us how to build a small park. Which means a lot of sound so far, I will say. Click on the path icon. Oh, okay. Confused over join the flashing squares of the path. Okay, yeah, we've done that. Right, I'm going to do this over here too. Right. Next we can choose a ride to place down by pressing the A button. Seems to be a bit temperamental. Right, and C button, okay. Okay. What's that do? Which one would you ride? Do you reckon that's right? Bouncy castle. Okay. Seems to be, sorry I'm not doing a lot of talking here, but well, we're done. I'm obviously doing something wrong. Right, so let's put one there. Or there. Maybe I'm supposed to hold it down. I'm not sure. Looks like I'm going to have to go and read the manual to get a proper game of this. It does look very interesting. I have briefly played a theme park game many years ago on the computer. I've never owned one. Actually, I believe it was probably one of my children who played it, or even my wife. So, yeah, I need to read the manual. I need to unseal and everything, so I won't take up too much longer on this one, but the graphics are nice. Not a huge screen viewpoint, but you might be able to scroll in things, and I'll probably need to know the controls a bit more. Alright, let's get on to the game that I really want to play, which is, of course, Tempest. Alright, so here we go with Tempest 2000, which is pretty much worth owning a Jaguar for. I have played a brief game, very, very brief game at PAX 2 years ago. Now, and although I know a lot of people have made themselves a modified spinner controller, let's just go for the base level because I'm going to be pretty bad until I get used to the controls. You just go like this. Fires. Did already. Once again, getting used to the controls is going to be the okay, just hold the button down. I'm doing a very good job so far, don't worry. I'll have a couple of goes. Doing a spinner controller would be a very, very good idea. I believe you can get second-hand Jaguar controllers fairly cheaply. Maybe I'll get one of those and do the spinner mod. Just it's like you've got so much over, you go too far. Well, I've still managed to stay alive, so I don't even know what the supercharger zapper button is. So. absolutely criminal. The attack on Jeff Minter over his DXK game for the Vita, which I have. You know, because that game would be absolutely brilliant on PS4. Game I could actually play this game for ages. I tried this version. That's the use of the particle effects, music, sound effects. Flat play one, I should be able to get through this one. I play up to 12 seconds. I shouldn't expect it to be too bad. Jump yet, do I? Use the super zapper. Don't know whether I've got a jump yet. Way to super zappers there too, which is good. This game will probably be sitting in the Jaguar for quite some time. Oh, got me. That's probably where I should have used the super zapper. Ah, missed. Going down in here. Well, down to my last life, so surely I can get off this level. Got a couple of zappers, so make sure my brain remembers to use those. shopping. Granted, oh, well, 51,349 considering I've only ever played it once. Yeah, basically, Jaguar got it for this game. We'll definitely be looking at doing a spinner controller mod at some stage. Obviously, you need to get another controller. Can't toast my only controller just for that. Really, really worthwhile getting. Gonna stay on that machine for quite some time. This game. All right, I hope you've enjoyed these pickups. I may get some more Jaguar games. It just depends on what I find them for. So I wasn't even intending on getting these this far. So I just saw that bundle and I thought, well, that's the best price I've seen, sealed copy. So, and I really, really wanted this game. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.